So we're in Yosemite and we're going up Lambert Dome. Daniel's done that before, and it's not real steep, it's kind of steep. But I was on my way up and I started feeling really shaky and just kind of like a terror feeling where it was like I had to sit down and I couldn't stand back up because I was just like feeling like a terrified feeling. And so I sat there and I was talking down to Jesus, and he said that the evil people used to take me and like hold me by my jacket off a cliff and say they determined if I lived or died. And if I moved my feet or moved at all, that I would fall over there. And for me, like, dying was meaning like going to hell and it being hideous. So I was terrified. And so I sat there and I talked with the Lord and kind of cried with the Lord. And he said, "Hope, I'm so proud of you because a lot of people couldn't do this, and look what you've been through, and you did this." And so my husband was just so kind to me and walked me through it. It was like he gave me his hand. That's how he was showing me his love. And we walked up a little farther, and the Lord was just really showing me again how important it's not to not compare yourself to anybody else, because everybody has different experiences. My husband has had different experiences. I've had different experiences. So we can't judge each other by what looks good or doesn't look good, or success or what doesn't look successful. It always reminds me of Rick Joyner, and he wrote about how the Lord was so pleased with this man when he chose not to kick the dog because he'd been through so much, and for him that was a huge accomplishment. So the Lord, when we're coming back down, the Lord really showed me that he is in charge of my future. They do not determine if I live or die. He's in charge of my future, and it's going to be good from here on out. So it's hope for the future. And my husband, he was really he showed me a vision, which kind of makes me emotional, but he showed me a vision of Jesus standing on the top of a mountain, and he had me on his back, and I was like a little girl, and my husband was holding his hand, and he just gave me a word from my husband that he's always been a warrior from the time he was little. It's just the enemy really tried to steal that. So the Lord has good plans for our future. Hope for the future with Jesus.